Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Picking up the pieces now after fire destroyed a Northside restaurant. The first floor of Wilson's Barbecue was gutted by flames. We first followed this fire as it was breaking last night at 6 o'clock.
And today the owners are left with the tall task of boarding the place up and planning what's next.
Channel 11's Liz Kilmer joins us live on the North Side with a closer look at the damage. It's bad, Liz.
Yeah, guys, all morning long we've watched as community members and customers have come here devastated by what's left of this beloved community staple. You can see it's blocked off by barricades here, and then what remains of the building, a lot of it's here on the sidewalk, and then inside it is just totally gutted. Now, we've been following this fire since it broke out around 5:30 last night. Chopper 11 captured flames shooting from Wilson's Barbecue here on North Taylor Avenue. The owner told us that the fire started in the kitchen. He, his girlfriend, and 2 dogs that were in the building safely made it out with the help of first responders, but the restaurant is just in terrible shape. Charred damage everywhere, windows busted, debris hanging from the ceiling. Community members say they've been coming to the family-run joint for decades, including Barbara Greer, who says she actually came last night and may have been one of the last customers before the blaze.
I left, said see you later, and came home to eat, and it was on the news. I mean, my daughter called me and said, "Mom, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm home." She said, "The Wilson's is on fire. We thought maybe you were over there." I'm like, "No, I'm home already." But it had to be less than 10 minutes.
And Barbara actually showed us some of her leftover ribs. She says that they were the best in Pittsburgh, and she hopes that the business will rebuild. Now, meantime, we are working to find out what's next for the business here, working to get in touch with the owner. We know a lot of people in the community have expressed interest in wanting to help out. As soon as we get updates, we'll let you know, and we'll have the very latest tonight at 5. Live in the Mexican War Streets, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Liz. A shocking assault on a police officer in Butler City. A woman is accused of squirting suspected drugs from a syringe onto an officer. This is Christina LaBruna. Police say the officer saw her slumped over in a car last night and went to check on her, and that's when LaBruna is accused of squirting the contents of the syringe at the officer's face and ear. He was treated at the hospital, and police are still investigating what was in that syringe. New video shows a former Monongahela police officer walking into his hearing this morning. Dustin DeVault is accused of sexually assaulting a woman in his police car while he was on the job. He also worked for Forward Township Police and was recently terminated from a training program at Highmark. We'll let you know what happens tonight on Channel 11 News starting at 5.
Fox School is closed today because of a bomb threat. By the way, the second bomb threat recently. The district received a tip early this morning through a Safe to Say Something report. That tip involved a threat directed at the high school. Fox Chapel Police and the school district's officers are now investigating, and all other schools in that district are open today.
Sunny skies today, but rain and our first snow.
No!
Coming in tomorrow.
I'm not ready, are you? I'm not. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier has more on the timing of the changes for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, break out the winter boots, the ice scrapers. We're going to need it. It's getting very cold as we head through the day tomorrow. Today, enjoy the sunshine while we have it with a live look over Pittsburgh right now, and that sun is expected to continue through a good part of the day. Look at the trees as well. Not much movement to them, so we do finally have a light wind day as well. Today we're getting up to about 49 degrees with plenty of sunshine and a wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's Storm Tracker at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. When you head out the door, you're going to want your umbrella because steady rain will begin to build in. You can see the legend there, and watch what happens as we get closer to the lunch hour. That cold air will eventually be settling in from the north, and we're going to start to see that rain change to snow in places like Newcastle. And then as we continue past the lunch hour, cold air comes into the Pittsburgh area, and we begin to start to see that rain mixing with snow, and then eventually a change over to all snow as we head into Thursday night. So I want to finish walking you hour by hour through the rest of your evening on Thursday. We'll also talk snowfall forecast and the latest updates all coming up.
There will be a new sheriff in Westmoreland County. Democrat James Albert will be the new sheriff. It was a close vote, just over 5,000 votes between the two candidates. He defeated incumbent Jonathan Held, who has been in the news this past year as he is facing discrimination lawsuits and public corruption charges. Allegheny County DA Stephen Zappala beat out independent challenger Lisa Middleman for his 6th term. And we told you about Marcy's Law, the one about crime victims' rights. Well, the votes are not going to be certified, but with 96% of precincts reporting statewide, it looks like 74% of voters are in favor. New voting systems created problems, though, in a number of counties. Late last night, the state Republican Party filed an emergency injunction over malfunctioning machines. They say they got several complaints about unlawful actions taken by the Board of Elections. And this was the first election where some counties used new voting machines that were ordered by Governor Tom Wolf. All machines must have a paper trail before the 2020 election.
There was a bit of a scare at one polling place, and it was put into lockdown. It happened last night at the Homewood Fire Station. Police say they got a call about a wanted man with a gun in the area. 11 poll workers and voters were stuck in the firehouse. The lockdown lasted about 15 minutes. The suspect arrested peacefully before a SWAT team arrived. It is day 3 in the trial of a man accused of killing a local police officer. Yesterday, jurors heard from a person police say was in the car with the suspect. Devon Harper says that he was in the SUV with Ramel Holt moments before New Kensington police officer Brian Shaw was killed. Harper testified that Holt wanted to hide his gun in the Jeep when they got pulled over, but Harper refused. And that's when he says Holt jumped out and was allegedly chased by Shaw. A chase was captured on a nearby surveillance camera. Holt's attorney says that the grainy video only shows what appears to be a police officer chasing what appears to be an African-American man. For the first time, we also saw letters Holt allegedly wrote to Harper while they were being held in the Westmoreland County Jail. Prosecutors say Holt tried to get Harper to change his testimony. The Channel 11 news crew is in the courtroom right now. Look for developments tonight on Channel 11 News starting at 5.
The victim of a shooting this past summer in Spring Hill has died. The medical examiner says 24-year-old Julian Carpenter died from his injuries on Monday. He had been in the hospital since he was shot in July on Rhine Street. Shayla Johnson was charged in that shooting. There is shock and outrage on both sides of the border as more details emerge today about the brutal killings of 9 American women and children in Mexico. The Mexican government says the murders were by suspected drug gangs, and they are vowing to bring them to justice. President Donald Trump says U.S. law enforcement agencies are ready to join the fight. NBC's Miguel Almaguer has more from the Tucson hospital where survivors of the attacks are recovering.
4 of my grandchildren are burnt and shot up.
A shocking crime scene south of the border. Evidence of a cold-blooded assault on an innocent American family. 3 mothers and 6 children ruthlessly gunned down in the desert of northern Mexico. One of their vehicles torched with babies trapped inside.
Look at the bullet holes in Donna's
The attackers, believed to be part of a local cartel, still at large.
It's really hard to look at those charred skeletons and to see that, or to even think that that's my family in there.
8 children survived the attack, including 13-year-old Devin Langford, who walked 14 miles to get help after hiding his younger siblings in the bushes.
They were beautiful and they were innocent, and they did not deserve this.
The group is part of a Mormon offshoot that settled in Mexico decades ago. The women were traveling in a 3-vehicle convoy, some headed to Arizona, others to visit relatives in Chihuahua when they were ambushed. The area has long been plagued by cartel violence, but the family says they never expected to be targeted.
They'll stop and surround our vehicles, but then they'll see who it is and that they recognize who we are because they keep an eye on every single person that comes in and out of the valley.
With many of the victims recovering here in Tucson across the border, police in Mexico now say they have arrested 1 man for a possible connection in the massacre, but their investigation is still unfolding. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Tucson.
Police are looking for a man who got away from bounty hunters after a fight at a 7-Eleven in Kennedy Township. This is Kayshawn Murphy. Police tell us he has several active warrants in Pennsylvania. Police say 2 bounty hunters with a warrant from North Carolina went to the store in Kennedy Township yesterday looking for Murphy. When they confronted him to try to take him into custody, there was a scuffle and the glass front door was shattered. Anyone who knows where Murphy is asked to call police.
The defense attorney in a child sex assault case says new evidence is grounds for acquittal. Former East Franklin Fire Chief Mark Feeney was convicted of sex crimes in June. According to our Trib partners, Feeney's attorney now says a Katanning police officer talked to one of the character witnesses for his client the night before the trial, and the witness then refused to testify. 49 days until Christmas. Yep. Just over 2 weeks until Pittsburgh's Light Up Night, so the holidays fast approaching. The master plan for the celebrations coming up at noon.
Plus, I have the latest updated timing on when all of this rain will change to snow for all of the area, plus a look at how much snow we're expected to see.
And a man paralyzed after a fight at a downtown McDonald's and a worker charged. The latest on the charges and what we're learning about the investigation.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI. Brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
The latest now in a fight at a downtown McDonald's. A man is paralyzed in intensive care, and a worker is now facing charges. Channel 11's Amy Hudak spoke with the victim's family. They say even after a grueling 6-hour spinal surgery, he may never walk again.
Cell phone video shows the violent fight that spilled out of the McDonald's on Wood Street downtown. You can hear people laughing as Billy Joel Goldsworthy and Mark Kahn are shoved out of the restaurant, and then punches are thrown. Police say they went into the McDonald's just before 10 Monday night and got into a fight with a man inside. Court documents say 2 McDonald's employees tried to break up the fight, but one of the employees then threw a punch and chaos erupted.
I want to know what caused this all.
The video shows the fight intensifying outside. Goldsworthy is pulled by her hair, her head slamming onto the pavement. Police say Mark Kahn called 911 and tried to help Goldsworthy. But then moments later, McDonald's worker Ronice Davis hit him in the back of the head, knocking him out. He fell face first from the sidewalk into the street. Court documents say he didn't move.
This is shocking to me, and it's just like, I come here every day. There's never really issues here, but it's just like the world is just getting so crazy.
Kahn is now at Allegheny General in intensive care. His family told Channel 11 they don't know if he'll ever be the same. Ronice Davis, that McDonald's worker, is now charged with aggravated assault. The owner of the McDonald's wrote in a statement, quote, "I am aware of the incident that took place at my restaurant. This behavior goes against the values and standards that I expect from my employees, and I am fully cooperating with local law enforcement on this matter."
And Amy checked with police. They say their investigation is far from over. They're reviewing city cameras, surveillance video inside the restaurant, and cell phone video to determine if more charges should be filed.
Parents of a 10-year-old boy are suing after he fell 20 feet from a zip line. Surveillance video from a park in Lakeland, Florida shows the moments before the fall. The boy was airlifted to the hospital. He falls right after this. And investigators say his leg straps were never buckled.
I really regret letting him go, and it's changed him from the little boy that he used to be.
The park says it is committed to the safety of its guests, and the employees involved no longer work there.
In the black and gold zone, Coach Mike Tomlin says the team is optimistic that James Conner will be back in the game when the Steelers host the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. Conner injured his shoulder late in the Monday night game against the Dolphins. He missed Sunday's win over the Colts, but could be back this week.
James Conner, we're going to let his participation this week be our guide in terms of his availability. He's probably going to be limited some at the early portions of the week. We'll expect him to perk up as the week evolves and then make decisions accordingly.
So Conner may be back, but these players are out. Benny Snell has a knee injury, and Ulysses Gilbert has been placed on injured reserve with an injury to his back.
49 days until Christmas. Yeah, it's
coming
coming.
Fast, yeah.
Coming fast. We're going to celebrate Light Up Night in just over 2 weeks.
Yeah, the city announced the master plan. Channel 11's Mike Holden has more on the celebrations.
It is hard to believe, but we are inching closer and closer to Thanksgiving and Christmas. City leaders as well as organizers say they are ready for the masses, and they want you to bring your friends and family down here knowing that you'll feel safe.
Shopping downtown.
The Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership rolled out its master plan for the highly anticipated 59th annual Comcast Light Up Night. Mark your calendar. The event is scheduled for Friday, November 22nd. Year after year, it draws hundreds of thousands of Pittsburghers and out-of-towners to downtown. For this year's celebration, new live performances are scheduled, and one of the big talkers is Adam Lambert, as well as the Pittsburgh Symphony. Plus, you have several official tree lightings, and of course, there's Santa Claus. Regardless, safety and security are a top priority as celebrations ramp up in the weeks ahead. Organizers say they are prepared. City leaders have said in the past there is zero tolerance for disruptive behavior. Bottom line, they want this to be a family-friendly event for all.
There will be a very visible police presence. There will be a police command center that will be set up by Wood Street, and there will be additional lighting that will be brought in for people to feel safe.
We're here ready to celebrate the holidays. Light Up Night's a fantastic time to bring the family down and experience downtown Pittsburgh.
So save the date. It's scheduled for Friday, November 22nd. We have a full list of coverage and events on our website, WPXI.com. Plus, starting at 5 o'clock tonight, we're diving deeper into safety measures. Reporting downtown, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Let's talk science. I've got the big picture of storm tracker Doppler 11 radar to tell you how and why we are getting what we are getting during the day tomorrow. And it really has to do with two different weather systems that are coming together. We have one that's well out to the west. It's going to be coming across the plains, and that moisture will be coming with it. Meanwhile, we have another dip in the jet stream that's going to be coming in from the north. These are going to kind of phase together, merge together. We get that cold air and that moisture kind of teaming up, and that's going to be bringing in that nasty weather for the day tomorrow. I'm not concerned with any ice out the door tomorrow morning because these are your overnight lows for tonight. Mid to upper 30s with about 39 in Pittsburgh, and the ground temperature is also still warm. So while the rain begins early tomorrow morning, we're not expecting it to be icy out there. However, you're going to need your umbrella because we're going to have that rain, and we could see a few light passing showers late tonight into early tomorrow morning, but really some of the steadiest rain will be coming in during mid-morning the way it looks right now. So we're talking about 8 or 9 o'clock with that rain becoming more steady from Pittsburgh to Washington and Uniontown, and that rain will continue into the lunch hour here in Pittsburgh, Washington, Waynesburg, Greensburg, Indiana. Watch what happens as that colder air begins to move in, and this again is the latest timing we have. The mixed here shows up in purple from Butler to near Beaver. Meanwhile, looks like snow showers are already falling up in Mercer County and Lawrence County. This is a look at 1:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, and that cold air starts to move in behind the cold front on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. So we are looking at that changeover beginning to occur around that point. Here's 3:30, a good chunk of the area actually already seeing some snow showers the way it looks there, with that changeover starting to occur farther down to our south at that point. And then as we head deeper into the evening and nighttime hours, of course, the cold air has really settled in. We're all needing our big coats and our winter boots as snow showers will be occurring across the area, and we'll have some scattered snow showers overnight Thursday and into your Friday morning as well. It is Friday morning that we are the most concerned with those icy spots because any moisture that is out on the area roads will most likely freeze because the temperatures will be getting a lot colder. Snowfall forecast, it will be our first accumulating snow. We've already had a trace on Halloween and a trace on November 1st, but accumulating snow here about an inch or less for much of the area. You start getting up across northern Butler County, Lawrence County, northern Armstrong County, about 1 to 2 inches are possible there. And then I think the ridges here from Indiana County down into Westmoreland and Fayette counties, and the mountains about 1 to 2 inches, less well down to the south. So we are looking at travel impacts, not necessarily how much snow we're going to see, but the fact that those roads could get pretty icy, as well as the limited visibility and snow showers. Temperatures will be falling into the mid to upper 20s by Friday morning, so just use a little extra caution out the door. And if you do encounter any slick spots, I'm going to let you know the best thing that you can do, and we'll talk about that coming up in the next half hour. Our weather app will give you the latest radar. You want to download that, it's free. And here's a check of the 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Back coming up in just a few minutes.
Even just a little snow and ice in the mornings can impact children getting to school. Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper's forecast for school delays and closings coming up.
And a woman called 911 after shots were fired, but she never got help. What police say distracted the 911 operator.
Pittsburgh, it is time to get excited because Local Steals and Deals is coming to town. So grab your phone, text WPXI to 65,000 right now and be the first to get access to exclusive offers chosen just for you.
Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
The Allegheny County Sheriff's Office is hoping to add a Tesla to its fleet. The office tweeted about test driving a Model S. If the budget allows, the Sheriff's Office says it will seriously consider putting an energy-efficient car on the street. Meanwhile, Tesla's autopilot feature seems to be getting better at recognizing other cars on the road. The company just rolled out a software update to let the cars detect and display traffic cones now as well on the road. Your vehicle may even plan lane changes to avoid the cones. Still, Tesla says drivers should pay attention at all times.
A woman in Florida called 911, but the help never came. Seems the 911 supervisor was too busy watching Netflix. Investigators say the woman called for help 3 times after a gas station shooting. Police never showed up, and they say it was partly because that supervisor was watching Netflix and Hulu. Police say the first mistake came when 2 911 operators mistakenly logged the call as a suspicious incident instead of a shooting.
We're not perfect, and obviously we made mistakes, and this day we made one.
The supervisor has been suspended. The police department says they've changed their policies, and TV streaming services, while on the clock, are now banned.
PennDOT is banning left turns on a local roadway.
Yeah, some drivers love it, some hate it. How PennDOT says it will cut down on traffic jams.
And Pittsburgh voters actually approved a tax hike last night. Where that extra cash will go.
And it'll be more of a winter feel as we head into tomorrow. I want to show you what you can do to prep for these icy conditions.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 News covers stories in every local neighborhood.
Greensburg, Ross Township, Washington.
Some stations concentrate their coverage just in the city limits of Pittsburgh.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown.
Uniontown, Brentwood, Millvale.
That's one thing that makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact.
Wilkinsburg, South Park, Cranberry.
Channel 11 News at 5. When you want news.
Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Traffic change drivers in Butler County are either going to love or hate. Starting this week, PennDOT is banning left turns from Route 228 onto Beaver Street Extension in Adams Township. Some neighbors can't wait. The hope is to cut down traffic jams along this busy road. Channel 11's Amy Marsikowitz has the developing details.
Beaver Street Extension is a neighborhood filled with signs saying, drive like your kids live here. Please slow down.
People fly up and down this road.
This road a cut through for many to get around busy Route 228 in Adams Township. A new move by PennDOT will make it impossible for drivers along this stretch to make a left onto the street into the neighborhood. Describe the traffic for me now.
It's horrible. Anywhere you want to go, you can add a half an hour on that.
This cut through actually has a ton of houses on it. It's a neighborhood with kids in it. Folks here tell me nobody does the speed limit. William Wood doesn't know if the move will change anything in his neighborhood, but he sure hopes so.
Hopefully it'll slow them down going towards downtown Mars, but traffic leaving, it really won't slow down.
Amy Marsikowitz, Channel 11 News.
Well, a nice fall day today, sunny and in the 50s. It's pretty out.
Yeah, but we are in for a change.
I heard.
Snow, you might have heard about this. It's in the forecast for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this a little bit. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier standing by. And Danielle, we're getting that early taste of winter.
We are, for sure. And it's definitely not going to feel like November when we get into tomorrow afternoon, because these temperatures will be falling down close to freezing throughout the day. Take a look at these weather impacts. We do have that morning rain, and the umbrellas will certainly be in order, where that rain is expected to turn to snow after lunch as temperatures cool, and they'll be near 32 by 7 p.m. as you take a look here at the timeline as well. Light snow accumulation, I showed you that in the last half hour. Then, of course, icy areas as soon as about Thursday night into Friday. So as we talk about late fall and even really going into the winter season, it's always good to check your tires, make sure they have adequate tread, and also your tire pressure light, I'm sure, might have already come on in your car. Make sure that that is adequate as well. You want to remove the ice and snow off your window and your mirrors. Of course, you don't want that blowing off while you're traveling 60 down the highway there. And then skidding. If you do encounter this ice coming in here as the moisture refreezes late Thursday night into Friday here this week, you want to make sure that you do not brake hard, you do not accelerate hard. You want to lift your foot slowly off that accelerator and turn in the direction of the skid. So I just wanted to go over we're getting our first accumulating snow here. So first blast of winter weather, if you will. So we know, of course, that you have big questions for the winter season. How cold? How much snow are we going to see? Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper, he has more on if we're going to see more school delays or closings this winter. Take a look.
Love it or not, winter is coming. The cold, the ice, the snow, and the school delays and closings. An average winter brings around 41 inches of snow. This year, we should top that, coming in closer to 47 inches, or nearly 4 feet. But seasonal numbers are for the record books. Nailing down the what will fall, when, and how much has much bigger impacts on your day-to-day plans. That includes what happens with schools. North Hills Superintendent Dr. Patrick Manarino told me they start preparing early for a storm.
Is it going to be snow? Is it going to be ice? Is it going to be cold? What temperatures are we dealing with? So that's really the process that we use, is to gather as much data as we can so that we can make an informed decision. And that's where using the WPXI apps and the National Weather Service to allow us to get some data to make a good understanding of what we're going to be dealing with.
This winter looks messy, not one with snow on the ground for several weeks at a time. Look for big temperature swings with frequent shots of cold air, a few hits from the polar vortex, and some warm-ups. We'll see most of the snow in January and February. Schools will monitor those mornings closely.
Sometimes has the county or the township been able to plow the roads, and if they have, where have they put the snow? Because sometimes that creates difficulties as to where students are standing in the mornings as well.
So this winter, I'm forecasting more delays than cancellations. But Dr. Manarino and other school superintendents know the stress both bring to students, teachers, and parents.
It may be the most stressful part because you're dealing with uncertainty and you're dealing with life safety. And that's the biggest thing that you've got to take into consideration.
I'm Stephen Cropper, Channel 11 Morning News.
Decision 2019 coverage. Pittsburgh parks are getting more money. Voters approved a property tax hike. The new tax will generate close to $10 million. The money will be used to improve, maintain, create, and operate the city's 165 public parks. The average homeowner will be paying an additional $50 a year because of this. Allegheny County Controller Chelsea Wagner did not support that tax, but said she supports a greater investment in our parks and called on the mayor and the city council to be transparent in how the new tax will be used and ask for the public's opinions.
Police are looking for a man accused of robbing a gas station in Dormont. Police sent us these surveillance pictures of the guy they're looking for, and they need our viewer help identifying him. This was at the Exxon on the Go Market. It's on West Liberty Avenue. Please call police if you have any information on this.
President Donald Trump has vowed to bring U.S. troops home from the endless wars around the world. But just weeks after ordering American soldiers out of Syria, some troops are moving back in to protect oil fields. But military leaders say ISIS is still the target. NBC's Courtney Kube has the details.
While many U.S. troops are leaving Syria, a National Guard unit from South Carolina is settling in for a 9-month deployment. Their new home, this remote base in eastern Syria, which NBC News was given exclusive access to.
U.S. military leaders say the mission here continues to be to defeat ISIS, but the footprint has changed. Many U.S. special operators who were here targeting ISIS have left, replacing them infantry troops, including National Guard soldiers with these Bradleys. Their mission now, to help the Syrian Democratic Forces hold this territory.
There are vast oil resources in this region.
Really the enduring defeat of ISIS mission that we have, the oil fields are contained inside of that.
Since the last ISIS-held territory was taken back in Syria in March, the coalition has killed or captured nearly 700 ISIS fighters in Syria and more than 800 in Iraq. President Trump repeatedly saying the terror group has been wiped out. But that may not be the case. NBC News gained access to a Kurdish military outpost atop the Makhmur Mountains in northern Iraq, where ISIS is far from defeated and may be attempting to rebuild.
They have some tunnels, they have some caves, so you can say that the ISIS are there, they're permanent, they are living there.
The number of ISIS fighters in Makhmur is not large, maybe a couple hundred. But remember, that's exactly how ISIS and the Caliphate once started out. Small groups of fighters taking over small parcels of land, and we're seeing that again now. ISIS is determined to survive and fight again. Courtney Kube, NBC News, Iraq.
This little device, developed right here in Pittsburgh, could be revolutionary. I went into the lab to show you how this marijuana breathalyzer works.
And kids are viewing more junk food ads during children's TV shows. The popular networks given F grades for airing unhealthy ads to kids.
11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County. The food in these commercials is not healthy, and more of these ads are being shown to children. A new study looked at popular cartoons, shows meant for kids age 12 and under. Some networks had more than 10 ads for junk food each hour. The Center for Science in the Public Interest says 23% of ads during kids' television shows are for food and beverages. That is up from 14% in 2012. Two-thirds of those ads are unhealthy. The new report says networks like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Discovery Family all were given an F grade, meaning they had the most unhealthy food ads per hour during kids' shows.
When we think about what they're watching, they may not be able to tell the difference between an ad and the cartoon, and that's important because it helps to shape what they might want and what they prefer.
The study says not all networks missed the mark. PBS and Univision were given A's for running healthy advertisements.
50 new condos will soon be available to buy in the Strip District. The Forte condominiums are going up on Penn Avenue near Savoy Restaurant. They're not cheap, but it is all about location. They'll go from anywhere from $300,000 to $600,000. Pre-sales start in about 3 weeks.
This little device could keep you safer on the roads. I'll show you the marijuana breathalyzer being developed right here in Pittsburgh and the next steps to getting it into the hands of police officers.
And temperatures this afternoon will be near 50 degrees, but it is definitely changing into the day tomorrow. I want to show you how those temperatures will trend throughout the day, all coming up.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. Forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News. High school football under the lights. Could this Western PA tradition be coming to an end? Channel 11 investigates a referee shortage. What's causing it and why the plan to fix it may cause even more controversy. Tonight at 5 on Channel 11 News.
Marijuana is a hot topic in our state right now. The medical programs are up and running, and the governor is supporting a move to legalize recreational marijuana. But the latest advancement is a tool to help police make sure that people aren't driving while high on marijuana. I spent the day with some researchers at Pitt who are working on a new marijuana breathalyzer.
If you feel different,
you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
You've seen the ads and the billboards. With more states legalizing pot and medical marijuana, the push is on to keep people from getting high and behind the wheel.
I just have known people that did it, and I think that's messed up.
This small device made on a 3D printer could be the key to keeping you and your family safe. Researchers from Pitt's chemistry and engineering departments are behind it, and it's a potential game changer.
We're currently working on a device that will be much smaller than that.
So what is it? It's a portable marijuana breathalyzer, a tool police currently do not have out on the roads.
It has the mouthpiece. That's where the person would breathe in, and an LCD display, it will display the instructions.
They invited me into the lab to show me how it works.
As soon as it's turned on, it will start going through the sequence of the measurements. So we'll first initialize.
They've tested it on one person in Canada, and it worked. But because of federal regulations, they have to test it here with a machine blowing the THC, the active ingredient in marijuana.
Indicate the user when to start blowing.
And within seconds, the message pops up. THC is present. It will eventually be able to tell officers just how much. PA's legal threshold is 1 nanogram per milliliter of THC in someone's system. A measurement that right now, officers can only get through a blood test.
I think this device is going to take away that guessing, right? So it will not just rely on human observation, but also there will be some scientific data to support that observation.
In Pennsylvania, the number of crashes related to all drugs has gone up every year over the past 5 years, according to PennDOT. Now, in states like Colorado, where recreational marijuana is legal, deadly crashes have nearly doubled. And with Pennsylvania considering legalizing recreational marijuana, police are behind this device.
It would be helpful to have a marijuana breathalyzer. I think that would be a good tool for law enforcement to have.
This device is just one of several in testing right now. The Pitt researchers say theirs is different because of its size, its lower cost, and its flexibility.
You know, if you want to do alcohol testing versus THC, it's just really swapping the mouthpiece.
The next step is more testing and more testing with people, something that could take months for federal approval. But the Pitt researchers say it's important and worth all the work.
We were more working on this to make the road safer rather than anything else, right? Because any level of impairment is dangerous, not just to the driver, but to all of us.
And Pitt researchers say this will likely lead to more studies as to how much THC a person can have in their system before they are considered legally impaired.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Well, it's going to get chilly tonight, and we'll have a chance for some showers passing through at times, developing especially toward tomorrow morning. Temperature 39 degrees, so the air temperature will be above freezing. The ground temperatures will be above freezing, so we're not expecting any slick spots tomorrow morning. However, the roads will be dampened spots for your commute. 38 degrees in Greensburg tonight, about 37 in Indiana, 43 in Uniontown, 36 up in Butler. Here are your weather impacts for Thursday. You're going to want your umbrella, especially in the morning, all the way up until about 1 p.m. From about 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. it will be turning colder as that cold front comes through. So we are expecting to see a wintry mix begin to develop. And then after 3 p.m. snow showers will become a little more likely across the area. And that's when we'll have to be watching for reduced visibility. I don't think we'll have any problem spots in terms of icy conditions until nightfall at least. And then it might be even a little later than that once the ground temperatures cool. Forecast for tomorrow, as you plan your day, the temperatures will be in the lower 40s early in the day, and then they'll be cooling throughout. So by 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. we're in the upper 30s, and then that temperature will continue to cool closer to freezing as we get into the evening. So you're going to want your big coat for sure. We will be well below average. Average is 55. Here's Storm Tracker at 7 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Again, a couple of passing showers are possible. That rain becomes more steady as the morning morning wears on. Here's 9:30 a.m. Dark green represents where we'll have pockets of more heavier rain starting to develop. 11:30 in the morning. It's still raining in Pittsburgh, Washington, Greensburg. Look up to the north. You can see that purple color up across Lawrence County and then north of 422 up in Butler County. That's the model data showing us that the rain will begin to mix with snow and perhaps even a little bit of a wintry mix as well. So as that clock animates, you're going to notice that rain-snow line coming very close to Pittsburgh between about 1:30 and 2 p.m. And you'll definitely want to check back later on tonight with the Chief Meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, and then again in the morning with Scott Harbaugh, because they're going to have the latest timing of this transition. And I think that's going to be key to exactly how much snow we see. But right now, through early afternoon, looks to be pretty likely. And then snow showers across much of the area by 4 p.m. Scattered snow showers, the rule for Thursday evening into Thursday night. Scattered snow showers when you head out the door Friday morning. Friday morning really will be the most concern for those icy spots, as any moisture will freeze because the air temperatures will be in the mid-20s, so the ground temperatures will have cooled by then. Snowfall forecast, again, 1 inch or less for the Pittsburgh area, 1 to 2 inches across our northern counties and in the ridges. Lake effect snow actually will be prominent across our northern counties as well. And of course, you can always send us your pictures safely using the hashtag WPXIStorm. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Once we get into the weekend, Saturday looks nice, and we'll be tracking another weather system on Sunday. That rain looks to turn to snow Sunday night. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's turning really cold into next week with more snow. Guys.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Debt is not only bad for your finances. Our consumer advisor, Clark Howard, shows us the ripple effect it can have on your health.
The average U.S. household has $5,700 in credit card debt. Many of those are making only the minimum payment. That means if the interest on your card is 18%, which is pretty common, by only making the minimum payment, it will take you 33 years to pay off that card, and you'll pay over $14,000 in interest. That doesn't just hurt you financially. Research shows it can hurt your health. A study by the website Careful Sense found that debt impacts your mental health, how well you get along with your family, and how much you eat and sleep. I want you to be healthy in every area of your life. Start by paying down the credit card with the highest interest rate first. This is called laddering. You can even mark your calendar to make a second half payment every 2 weeks. Once you finish that card, move on to the next. You can do this. Don't get disheartened. Get it done. I'm Clark Howard.
A few weeks back, we were talking about cars left behind at Pittsburgh International Airport that were going up for auction.
It was a big success. Next, the new life for an old bomb squad truck and the familiar name that got the winning bid.
Pittsburgh, it is time to get excited because Local Steals and Deals is coming to town. So grab your phone, text WPXI to 65,000 right now and be the first to get access to exclusive offers chosen just for you.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Well, an old bomb squad truck is getting new life as, you won't believe it, a bar. Franco Doc Harris, son of Steeler legend Franco Harris, won the bid for the truck at the airport's auction last month. It cost him $8,500. He says he wants to turn it into a mobile wine bar for tailgates and other events.
Could be very interesting.
Yes.
An Oklahoma student won free tuition for a year with the toss of a basketball.
In the first half, each team shot 2 of 13 from three-point range. They could have used this guy for hitting a...
So that means he's good. During halftime at the Sooners' home opener, the student needed to make a free throw, a layup, and a three-point shot in 30 seconds, and he made all the shots. Then he had the chance at a half-court shot for all the marbles, and he made it look easy, earning himself a full year's worth of tuition.
Wow.
Amazing.
I totally would have choked, but I'm impressed
pressure
with
on,
him.
and he still pulled it off.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.